There's been a long-standing concern that US President Donald Trump is less committed to the defense of South Korea than some of his predecessors. But we are seeing concrete signs of American commitment to defend the Korean people. The US Senate has just passed a bill to restrict the government from unilaterally reducing the current troop level of US forces Korea, a number that currently stands at around 28,500. A week after the House of Representatives approved it, the National Defense Authorization Act for the next fiscal year was backed by the Senate in a 77-20 vote. The bill does leave room for USFK funds to be used elsewhere, but only if it's been agreed that such a move would be in the interests of US national security, and also only after appropriate consultations with South Korea. It now just needs to be signed into law by the president. This is very much a case of lawmakers protecting the US from the whims of a president. Interestingly, this is an annual bill, but its measure to restrict the USFK troop drawdown just reappeared for the first time in 5 years, having last been included during the first Trump administration. Meanwhile, the American-led UN command has objected to a bill seeking to grant the South Korean government control of non-military access to the Demilitarized-Zone, underscoring its role as the administrator of the southern part of this military buffer zone between the two Koreas. This came via a rare UNC statement in response to South Korean ruling party efforts to promote the peaceful use of the DMZ. The statement stressed that since 1953, the UNC has played an essential role in maintaining stability, especially amid periods of heightened inter-Korean tensions, in line with the Korean War Armistice Agreement. This unusual move was prompted by Seoul's unification minister, who recently stressed the need for the DMZ access bill, claiming that South Korea's deputy national security advisor and a Catholic cardinal were denied access to the buffer zone, though the UNC later said it did grant the deputy national security advisor access. This might look like a collision course between Seoul and Washington, but we should also point out that both the foreign and defense ministries here agree with the UNC that the Armistice Agreement remains the binding framework for DMZ access.